So this morning I woke up to something pretty freaking cool. So somebody booked an RV spot on my site through my fully automated site without me touching it. They paid. They got the park rules automatically after they paid. They paid through Stripe, and they got the laundry codes and everything that they needed, right? Site map, all the stuff emailed to them. And all I got was a confirmation that they paid. It's my first automated booking, and I'm gonna break down how I did this and how I set it up, and it didn't cost me anything. Pretty freaking cool. So if you want to nerd out, great, but it's not that hard. So I use Claude, right? And I use the voice thing on Claude. So what I'll do, or what I did is, and I still do to build sites to this day that would used to cost you thousands, right? So I just said, hey Claude, this website that the original owners had isn't cutting it. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's just some pictures and an aerial view, and it's just a placeholder. Like, it has their phone number. Like, I don't like that. And I look at all these other RV sites and I'm like, they all suck. I mean, not all of them, right? But the ones that I've seen suck. I'm sure there's good ones. And I'm like, I want somebody to be able to see, like see our site, read about our amenities, read about everything, and also like have a site map on the site, and they can, like, if they want to stay for one night or however many nights they want, just as long as it's not long term, then they got to fill out the application. They can just put their amount of nights, and then they can pay through Stripe, which it takes them there automatically. So they just hit the site map, right? And then they pick the site, and then they pay through Stripe, and then it gives them like, hey, welcome to our park. Here's your check-in information. Here's a number if you have any questions to call, which is the office that links to my VA that answers that number. And here's like the laundry codes and all the stuff that you need. Thank you so much. Enjoy your stay, right? This wasn't hard to build, but I told Claude to build that, and it went through several iterations. I'm like, hey, build me a better site than this, and this is how I want it. This is how I want it. And I kept getting iterations, and then I'm like, and then I used Netlify. All right, and don't lose me here. This is super easy. Like, as soon as Claude builds you an index file, tell it to build you an index file for Netlify, whatever you want to build, right? But this is what I did for the RV site. It'll do what you tell it. It'll build a badass site. You just drag that data set over into Netlify, which is like $10 a month or something, and it'll actually host it for you, right? And you don't even have to buy the domain. You can use their domain and just rename it if you want, and then you have a badass site. That's it. Well, that's what I did with Claude to build this automated site, and Claude and Netlify. All right, so pretty freaking cool. First night ever doing that, because like I said, when I bought this park, it just had, like, what it had was a pretty cool drone video of the park when you open the site, and then it just says, like, you know, where we're at, and then it had a blog, which wasn't good, right? It's probably AI or something, but it just wasn't good, and nothing. Like, it just said, you know, we're the best park, and this is why. But, like, in my mind, because a lot of these parks, they have, which I still think you should have boots on the ground, which I have several people, they have like park hosts. And what that means is, like, when people get there, they greet them, check them in, take them to their site, show them around, whatever, which is fine and dandy, but, like, I don't want to rely on people, right? So I'm going to take you along through this experiment, because this just happened. I woke up and I was like, damn, somebody actually booked for the night tonight. So this is cool. And I told the team, because they get pinged whenever we get applications, inquiries, stuff like that, because we run Google Ads, which I spend like $3,000 a month on Google Ads right now. But they get pinged, and I said, hey, don't call these people, right? I want to see how everything goes. And what I'm thinking, and I'm gonna walk you through this whole thought process and through this experiment. You know, the following day I'll have the team call and be like, hey, how was your stay, right? And we'll get feedback. We'll see how it goes. What I'm thinking about doing is like creating an automation as well, text that asks them, maybe, you know, in the evening and the next morning, how was your stay, just to eliminate us even having to call, right? But that's just where my brain goes for this kind of stuff. I've always thought unconventionally, and I just don't see why you've got to have like people to do that when we have so much technology. So quick recap, tell Claude you want a website that you can upload into Netlify. Once it builds you the index file, if you like it, preview it. If you don't, just keep telling it like, hey, I want this change, I want this change, and give it pictures, give it video, whatever you want. I don't know if you can do video, but give it pictures, and then once it's ready to go, throw it in there. It's gonna take, like, it takes a lot of iterations, but you can just tell it what you want. You're not actually having to code. You know, it does it for you. So it's pretty freaking cool. So I'm gonna let y'all know how this goes. And you know, with anything, there's changes to stuff. So we'll just see how it goes. If you like this podcast, which I hope you do, we're gaining some traction. Yesterday we had 60 downloads, which is awesome because we're usually like in the 20s, right? So I think we're getting some traction, and I hope to get more. You know, if this helps you out at all, you know, refer it to a friend, a family member, anybody. Let them know, hey, I like this podcast, you should check it out. It means the world. It's awesome, right? Like, thank you so much. And I know that leaving a review could be kind of rough, but if you can, you know, because you got to take a couple steps, take a couple seconds, it'd be awesome. Thank you for doing that. Follow us on socials. Also, I'm opening up my one-on-one park mentorship program. It's not cheap, right? But if you got some funds and you really want to learn this game and you want to get your first park, hell yeah. And I'm coming out with my first book, to get your first park in, I don't know, 5-6 weeks or something. Excited about that. And one more thing, just to recap on this Claude Netlify thing. I did a call with my group yesterday, and they wanted to run Facebook ads. I was like, you can do the same thing, right? I showed them how to do the ads, and I was like, take screenshots, send it to Claude, ask it what to do. We're in that crazy technological age, right? And then build a landing page through Netlify. But instead of like building it all out with nothing tested, use somebody's funnel that's already tested. Put the link in Claude and just tell it, hey, build this just like this, right? It'll do it in 5 minutes. That way I can put it in Netlify and you can throw it in there. Hope that helped. Hope it wasn't too nerdy, but I was super stoked that I woke up to an automated RV booking. I will keep you updated. This might be a series, or it might just be one and done, and hey, it went badass. We'll see. Until next time, thank you for hopping on.